In this video, let us solve the problems of section D, which carries 5 marks. 32nd question. The first one is solve the following system of linear equations graphically. X plus 2y is equal to 3. 2x minus 3y plus 8 is equal to 0. Now we have the equations. X plus 2y is equal to 3. Let us rearrange this one. 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 8. Let this be equation number 1 and this be equation number 2. Let us form the table of values for equation number 1 for x and y. If x is equal to 1, let us choose the values such that we should get the values of y in whole numbers, not in fractions. So if it is minus 1, if we transpose this to this side, 3 plus 1, 4, 2y is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. If x is equal to 1, 1 plus 2y is equal to 3, 2y is equal to 3 minus 1, that is 2. 2y is equal to 2, so y is equal to 1. If x is equal to 3, 2y is equal to 3 minus 3, that is 0. So y is also equal to 0. Now let us form table of values for the equation 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 8 for x and y. Now let the value of x be minus 1, then 2 minus 1 minus 3y is equal to minus 8. If we transpose minus 2 this side, what will happen? Plus 2. So this is minus 6, minus 3y is equal to minus 6, y is equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, 2 into 2, 4. If we transpose 4 to that side, that becomes minus 12. Minus 3y is equal to minus 12. So y is equal to 4. If x is equal to minus 4, minus 4 into 2, minus 8. If we transpose minus 8 to that side, minus 3y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0. Now let us take a graph sheet and scale is also written. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit in x-axis. In y-axis also 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. The values for x and y for the first equation are these are the values for the x and y. Minus 1, 2. Where it comes? This one. 1, 1. 3, 0. So let us join these points by a straight line. This line represents the equation x plus 3y is equal to 3. Now the values for x and y for the second equation are minus 1, 2, 2, 4 and minus 4, 0. Now let us draw the points like this and join the points. We get a straight line which represents the equation 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 8. These two lines intersect at x is equal to negative of 1, y is equal to positive of 2. So x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 2 are the solution for the equation. Now let us move on to the B option. The question is places A and B are 180 km apart on the highway. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the car travels in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 9 hours. If they travel towards each other with the same speeds as before, they meet in an hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? The question carries 5 marks. What is given here? Two places A and B. Here is A and this is B. 180 kilometers apart. The distance between the two places is 180 kilometers. One car starts from A, the first car, and the other starts from B at the same time but with the different speeds. Let the speed of the first car be x kilometer per hour and the speed of the second car be y kilometer per hour. Then we can calculate the distance traveled by the cars by using the formula d is equal to speed into time. Before that, they meet each other. If they travel in the same direction, they meet each other after 9 hours. The time taken by the first car is also what? 9 hours. Second car is also 9 hours. So now we can calculate the distance traveled by the first car by using the formula d is equal to s into t. Speed is x and distance is 9. So distance traveled by the first car is 9x kilometer and from here to here. And distance traveled by the second car is what? 9 into y by using the same formula. Here it is 9y. This is 9x, this is 9y. If we subtract 9y from 9x, we get 180 kilometer. So now we can form the equation 9x minus 9y is equal to 180. If we take 9 outside the bracket, it becomes x minus y is equal to 20. This is the first equation. Now the second condition. The car move towards each other and with the same speed, they meet each other in 1 hour. So now the distance traveled by the first car is 1 into x, that is x kilometer, from here to here x kilometer, and distance traveled by the second car is y kilometer. From here only you can understand that x plus y is equal to what? 180 kilometer. First equation is x plus minus y is equal to 20. The second equation is x plus y is equal to 180. That is the second equation. Let us solve it by elimination method. If we add the equations, y and y get cancels. So 2x is equal to 200. It implies that x is equal to 100. 200 divided by 2 is equal to 100. Putting x is equal to 100 in the equation 2, we get instead of x, put 100 plus y is equal to 180. So y is equal to 180 minus 100, that is 80. So the speed of the first car, that is x kilometer per hour, just now we got the value of x is equal to 100. So speed of the first car is 100 kilometer per hour. Speed of the second car, that is 5 km per hour, that is 80 km per hour. 33rd question from section D, which carries 5 marks. Prove that the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Using the above result, find the length of BC. Here it is BC of triangle ABC. Given that a circle is inscribed in triangle ABC, touching the sides AB, BC and CA at R, P and Q respectively, and AB is equal to 10 centimeter, AQ is equal to 7 centimeter, CQ is equal to 5 centimeter. What has been given here? A circle with center O, PQ and PR are the tangents. To prove PQ is equal to PR, this length is equal to this length, means tangents drawn from external points are equal. Construction. Join OP, OQ and OR. Proof. Now we have two triangles. What are they? Triangle PQO, this one, and triangle PRO. Here angle PQO is equal to angle PRO, that is 90 degree. Why it is 90 degree? You know that at the point of contact, this is point of contact, here it is a point of contact, radius and tangents are perpendicular. OP is equal to OP, this one OP is common to both. OQ is equal to OR, OQ is equal to OR. Why? Radii of the same circle. So triangle PQO is congruent to triangle PRO. Why? RHS rule. Right angle, hypotenuse and side. This is hypotenuse, this side and 90 degree. So PQ is equal to PR. PQ is equal to PR. Why? Corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Hence proved. We have proved that lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. We have to find out the length of BC in this figure. How can we find out? By adding BP and PC. Here it is given that AB is equal to 10 centimeter and AQ is equal to 7 centimeter. AQ also is equal to AR. AQ and AR are equal. Why? Tangents drawn from the external point A. So AR is also 7 centimeter. BP is equal to, we have to find out BP and CP in order to calculate BC. BP is equal to BR. Why? Tangents drawn from the point B. Similarly, CP is equal to CQ, that is equal to 5 centimeter. Why? They are equal. They are the tangents drawn from the external point C. So, how can you calculate BR? BR is equal to AB minus AR. That means 10 minus 7, that is 3 centimeter. So BP is equal to 3 centimeter. BC is equal to BP plus PC, that is equal to 3 plus 5 centimeter, that is 8 centimeter. Now 34th question from section D, which carries 5 marks. A boy whose eye level is 1.35 meter from the ground spots a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at some height from the ground. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of the boy is at an instant is 60 degree. After 12 seconds, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. If the speed of the wind is 3 meter per second, then find the height of the balloon from the ground. Now let us visualize the problem. A boy spotting a balloon whose eye level is 1.35 meter spots a balloon from the ground level, but this is the ground level, this is the eye level at some height from the ground. It is moving with the wind. Speed of the wind is 3 meter per second. At the initial position, angle of elevation is 60 degree. With the wind it moves. Speed of the wind is 3 meter per second. After 12 seconds, it moves up to here. So from here to here, what is the distance? Can we calculate? Yes, we can calculate. But above the ground level, its height is same. This is eye level. This is also 1.35 meter. Let this height be h from the eye level. This is also h. This distance can be calculated by using the formula d is equal to speed into time. Here speed is 3 meter per second, time is 12 seconds. So this distance is 36 meter. This distance is also 36 meter. Let this distance be x. Angle of elevation of the final position of the balloon is 30 degree. Now we have to calculate the height of the balloon from the ground, means h plus 1.35. This height we have to calculate. Let us name the important points. We have to calculate CE. Now let us solve 35th question from section D, which carries 5 marks. There are two internal choice questions. In the first one, we have to find mean and median for the data. In the second one, we have to find the value of x and also mean expenditure. Okay, now let us solve the first choice question. Find the mean and median for the following data. Data is given. Now let us write class interval and frequency in the vertical manner. Now let us form a new column to write xi, that is midpoint. How can we find the midpoint? Now let us add these two. Means 85 plus 90. What it is? 175. 175 by 2. It is 87.5. You can find other midpoints of the other class intervals like this, or you can add class size, that is 5, to the previous midpoint of the previous class interval. Now let us solve 35th question from section D, which carries 5 marks. There are two internal choice questions. In the first one, we have to find mean and median for the data. In the second one, we have to find the value of x and also mean expenditure. Okay, now let us solve the first choice question. Find the mean and median for the following data. Data is given. Now let us write class interval and frequency in the vertical manner. Now let us form a new column to write xi, that is midpoint. How can we find the midpoint? Now let us add these two. Means 85 plus 90. What it is? 175. 175 by 2, it is 87.5. You can find other midpoints of the other class intervals like this, or you can add class size, that is 5, to the previous midpoint of the previous class interval. 87.5 plus 5, what it is? 92.5. 92.5 plus 5, 97.5. 97.5 plus 5, what it is? 102.5. 102.5 plus 5, 107.5. 107.5 plus 5, it is 112.5. Now let us find the mean value by step deviation method. Since the direct method is very cumbersome here, we have to find Fi, Xi, both numbers are big here, so it is very hard to multiply. I think you can follow that method also, no problem. In the step deviation method, we have to form new column for Ui. What is Ui? Xi minus A by H. A is assumed mean. Let us assume 102.5 as mean. Now let us subtract 102.5 from 87.5. What it is? Negative of 15 by H is class size, that is 5. This is minus 3. Now 92.5 minus 102.5, it is negative of 10, divided by 5, it is negative of 2. 97.5 minus 102.5, it is negative of 5. Negative of 5 by 5, it is negative of 1. 102.5 minus 102, it is 0. 107.5 minus 102.5, it is 5. 5 by 5, it is 1. 112.5 minus 102.5, it is 10. 10 by 5, it is 2. Now let us find the product of Fi and Ui. Before that, let us create a column for Fi Ui. 15 into negative of 3, it is negative of 45. 22 into negative of 2, it is negative of 44. 20 into negative of 1, negative of 20. 18 into 0 is 0. 20 into 1 is 20. 25 into 2 is 50. Now let us find the sum of these numbers, that is summation of Fi, that is and also sum of these numbers. Summation of Fi Ui is 120. Summation of Fi Ui is negative of 39. Summation of Fi is 120. Before finding mean, let us find cumulative frequency, which is important to find median. Cumulative frequency is nothing but adding these numbers. Cumulative frequency of the first class interval is 15. 15 plus 22, it is 37. 37 plus 20, it is 57. 57 plus 18, 75. 75 plus 20, 95. 95 plus 25, 120. Now we have summation of Fi as 120, summation of Fi Ui as negative of 39, and assumed mean as 102.5, H as 5. Now let us calculate mean by using the formula A plus summation of Fi Ui upon summation of Fi into H. Let us substitute the values. Here 5 ones are, 5 twos are 10, 5 fours are. Negative of 39 by 24, what it is? So it is equal to 102.5 minus 1.625, which is equal to 100.875. So mean is equal to 100.875. Now let us calculate median, the formula of which is L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency upon f into h. Here, how can we calculate L, lower class limit? Summation of fi is 120, isn't it? So n is 120, 120 by 2, that is 60. So median class is this one. So lower class limit is 100, n by 2 is 60, cumulative frequency is cumulative frequency of the previous class interval, that is 57, f is 18, h is 5 as before. Now let us substitute the values. Median is equal to 100 plus 60 minus 57 upon 18 into 5. Here 60 minus 57 is equal to 3. 3 ones are, 3 6 are. If you want to simplify, otherwise directly you can do. It is left to you. 5 by 6, how much it is? 6 8s are 48. Carry 2. 6 3s are 0.83. Okay. So median is equal to 100 plus 0.83, which is equal to 100.83. Now let us solve the second choice here of the 35th question. Now let us write the tabular class interval and frequency like this. We have to find the mean as well as x here. But let us write the midpoints of each class V interval here. So let us add one more column for xi. To find xi, add these two. What it is? 2500 divided by 2. What it is? 1250. Now what is the class size? 500, isn't it? Now go on adding 500 to each midpoint to get the midpoint of the next class interval. 1250 plus 500, 1750. Add 500, you'll get 2250. Again add 500, again add 500, add 500, add 500, add 500. Now let us find the value of x here. They have given total number of frequencies as what? 200. So summation of f is 200. But we don't know x here. So add other things. This plus this plus this plus this plus this plus go on add. You'll get 172 plus x. That is equal to 200. It is given. So x is equal to 200 minus 172, that is 28. So x is equal to 28. Now let us find the mean expenditure by step deviation method. Now let us add one more column to find ui, which is equal to ui is equal to xi minus a by h. Let us assume 2750 as mean. Let a is equal to 2750, this one, and here class size is 500. So now let us calculate it. 1250 minus 2750. What it is? 1500. Negative of 1500 by h is 500. Negative of 1500 by 500, that is equal to negative of 3. 1750 minus 2750, that is equal to 1000. 1000 by 500, that is negative of 2. 2250 minus 2750, that is equal to 500. Negative of 500. Negative of 500 by 500 is equal to negative of 1. 2750 minus 2750, that is 0. 3250 minus 2750, that is equal to 500. 500 divided by 500, that is 1. 3750 minus 2750, that is 1000. 1000 divided by 500, that is 2. 4250 minus 2750, that is 1500 divided by 500, that is 3. 4750 minus 2750 is equal to 2000. 2000 divided by 500, that is 4. Now let us add one more column to find Fi Ui. 24 into negative of 3 is equal to negative of 72. 40 into negative of 2, negative of 80. 33 into negative of 1, negative of 33. 28 into 0, 0. Similarly, you can get 30 into 1 is 30, 22 into 2 is 44, 16 into 3 is 48, 7 into 4 is 28. We are already given summation of Fi, that is 200. Now let us find the summation of Fi Ui. For that we have to add all the negative numbers and all the positive numbers. Okay, sum of all the negative numbers is negative of 185. Sum of all the positive numbers is 150. Here bigger number is carries negative sign. So 185 minus 150, that is equal to negative of 35. So summation of Fi Ui is negative of 35. Now we have summation of Fi is equal to 200. Summation of Fi Ui is equal to negative of 35. Assumed mean is 2750. H is equal to 500. We have the formula to find mean, that is A plus summation of Fi Ui upon summation of Fi into H. Now let us substitute the values. Here 2 zeros of 500 and 2 zeros of 200 get cancelled. So negative of 35 into 5 divided by 2, what it is? 87.5. So mean x dash is equal to 2750 minus 87.5, that is 2662.5. So mean expenditure is 2662.5. So mean expenditure is equal to 2662.5 rupees.